Hello and welcome 12 signs. This is the daily general reading for November 15th, Friday, November 15th, 2019. It's a general reading, but it's a collective reading, so it will not apply to all. It actually won't apply to everyone directly, exactly, because it is a general collective reading, pulling on the energies of that full moon still above us, that Taurus full moon. Remember, it's all about not selling ourselves out. It's remembering to not overly self-censor ourselves. Let's remember to not allow manipulation or controls from others direct our lives, especially that stage mother Svengali. Beware of all the energies that are trying to control us. I actually got the Fairy Tale Oracle deck. I've begun studying it for my love readings. It was time to get an Oracle deck, and this is for me because I love literature, as you know. And I was going to pull 2 cards for myself every day until I went through the decks, maybe 4, depending on how I feel, till I went through all the entirety of the deck and studied every card. And strangely enough, for the last 3 days, all I keep pulling is the Cinderella card and the Little Mermaid card, but this is it's more the Little Mermaid card. And the Little Mermaid card is about sacrifice. So I decided to share this with you to start the reading, this general reading for everyone, because obviously it's critical, because sacrifice is, the Little Mermaid is a story about sacrificing yourself too much for your love. It's so obsessed with your love that you're in this intensity of it that you don't realize what you're giving up. What little girl in their right mind wouldn't want to be a mermaid? Of course, you know, there's drawbacks to it, but most importantly, this potion that the witch gives her, the witch actually very much focuses on the pain that the Little Mermaid is going to feel from changing her tail into legs, and how difficult that pain is going to be, and the weight of your body on your legs as opposed to swimming along happily in the ocean. And this is the message of the week for a Taurus. Don't sell yourself short. Don't over-censor. Do not hide your voice. Do not silence your own voice unnecessarily, especially when people aren't asking for it. A lot of us make sacrifices and find out later that the person we're sacrificing for wouldn't have even asked for that of us, especially as they loved us. So that's something to keep in mind. And of course, this is, you are beautiful, you are strong, you're a high quality person that doesn't need to be changed for a lover. If you need to be changed so much for a lover, perhaps you're looking at the wrong lover. All right, let's get to that reading. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling with unconditional love and gratitude. And that is why I thank you now for all the likes, subscribes, your comments, your shares, booking a personal reading. It's been amazing, and I do hope the messages that come to you have been amazing as well. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, what do we need to know for that general period of November 15th, 2019? Let's see what we can pull out. Spirit, I do want to thank Spirit publicly for the orb in my video. I do see them all the time. I never get to share them with anyone, and it was in my energy update for 11/11, and it was really good. It was I didn't just see it, but I've been able to see it in playback in the video. It was Armistice Day, 11/11, Soldier Day, and I think they were thanking me for showing me they were there, and I do appreciate that. But now what do we need to know? Continuing on this energy. 5 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse, and the 3 of Pence in reverse. All right, work is a tough place right now, apparently. There's competition and deceit, and our workplace is not the best place for some of us. That's all it is. And you know what? In America, maybe I'm a little negative about it, a little overly negative about it, but yes, there's a necessary competition that we just can't seem to get out of. The competition, the deceptions. You know, why would you use someone else's mistake to further your own career when you could actually get a person fired? But people do it all the time and think they're justified. And then this is the work in the Pentacle life is a little bit in reverse. Let's go ahead and get some clarity on this and advice from Spirit. Spirit, what do we need to know? What do we need to know about work that isn't obvious here? That yes, a lot of us are in competition. A lot of us are defending ourselves and having trouble taking the high ground because of the just the people around us, you know. All right. Move with love. Yeah, that's what Spirit says. There's going to be a break in interference. There's almost nothing you could do about certain interferences at work. I consider HR a major interference with my work, but again, like I said, it's just an interference. It's a holding down. Eight of Swords is also the card of presentation and the necessary to stay within the lines and then appearance and how things appear. And usually they don't quite appear as they actually are. And Spirit is saying, continue to move with love. This is us. This could be a water sign in your energy that you might be having a little difficulty with, that might be controlling you a little bit, but moreover, this is no. Spirit is saying move with love. So Spirit is saying take that Prince of Cups journey. You know, you're not going to find joy in the work you do or the people you're around if it isn't already there to begin with within you. And that is what Spirit is asking of us. And Spirit is asking of us to move out of a very hermity, quiet position and head down position. It's not a time to put our head down. It's a time to move forward, but move with love. So there's going to be a lot of movement in a lot of workplaces. There is going to be a lot of change. A lot of us are getting ready to deal with some fallout from some legal stuff in California, especially. The gig economy is receiving some California regulations, as well as we're going to get some federal stuff. So things are going to be stirred up at work, let's say. And if you're in construction, I know we're dealing with a bit of a lull due to the banking changes. So things are going on around us. There's so many protests going on in the world right now with regards to the ability to be able to just work, just be able to make money and take care of ourselves. And it's not working, and it's all over the world. And it's just that freedom to be able to go to work, get some money, and then be able to pay our bills and come home and enjoy life. That's really what most people want. We're not really looking for much more right now. And Spirit is saying it's time to kind of break out of that energy. A lot of protesting, like I said, going on in the world, trying to cope with this inability to just have a life where you can do that easily. And Spirit is asking us to move with our open hearts. There are always going to be interference. There's always going to be, the Eight of Swords is not as drastic and dramatic when we're talking about work. Because like I said, we have HR, we have dress codes. Sometimes it feels a little bit like high school. But nonetheless, if you're working tomorrow, feel that energy of moving with love and sunshine and the Star in reverse. This is advice from Spirit. Let's start with the Star in reverse. The Star in reverse is the Wish card. So this is the Wish card, and we have a lot of us, our wishes aren't coming true. We're coming to the end of the year, and we realize that we're going to come to time to make those New Year's resolutions and all those dreams and wishes over again. Let's try and not rebuild the wheel or restart fire, reinvent fire kind of thing when that comes around. This is that feeling that the year's almost done. There's 2 months left, really 6 weeks, and maybe you haven't done everything you want to do. Maybe you haven't accomplished everything you want to do, and it's kind of feeling that, I feel that running out of time. And I do have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and that is the Failure card. So I didn't notice this card until now, but yes, we do feel like a lot of us are coming into a very low, I feel that low pre-holiday energy where we're beginning to think, I'm about to get really busy making pies and wrapping presents and hugging family and kissing babies and being great and everything. But perhaps it's not that enough time to maybe lose that 10 pounds or save up $5,000 or, pay off that vacation that we really wanted to go on. Things like that are kind of coming out of reach if we gave them a January 1st or December 31st deadline right now. And what Spirit is saying is, you might not get that this year. And a lot of us are thinking about, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. But with the Magician card and the Six of Cups here, Spirit is saying, don't worry. Just keep going forward. Keep taking those steps forward. Don't start from square one come January 1st. You should have already made efforts. If you haven't, you should make those efforts now. Buy those clothes now, those new shoes, running shoes now. Get the gym membership now. Don't wait for January 1st to get started. Set up all the resources that you need to begin moving, and maybe finding some of that time instead of goofing off during the holidays, sleeping a little bit extra. I don't know if I could give that up, but definitely find your 10 minutes of time, because once you spend time with that Six of Cups family time, and that spending time with people you love and you enjoy, especially during the holidays, there's something about the holidays that makes family doubly enjoyable. And, you know, we even start to begin to miss them as Sagittarius, Venus and Sagittarius has been pressing on us in the last couple weeks. But it's going to make manifesting easier for all of us. Not to mention that 2020 is a manifestation completion beginning year. It's a double one with a 2020 instead of a 1010, and it's going to be absolutely fabulous. Except we can't be dragging our failures and our faults and our forgotten dreams from the prior year. So this is that energy of, let's get ready to manifest things now. Let's not wait for the first of the year. When January 1st rolls around, you want to be in the thick of it. At least you don't want to be starting it, is the message from Spirit. All right, let's see what messages, love messages we might have here very quickly. Very quickly. Six of Cups. Pay attention to the family love that you have coming around you. It might be a bit of a battle to start, or some sharp words to start. Of course, coming back with people you haven't seen for a while, or maybe that you've had a little difficulty with, that you've kind of been able to avoid during the year, but you can't avoid under the Christmas tree or mistletoe, or cutting the turkey. Yeah, it's going to be there. But this Four of Hearts tells me that it's not going to be that disappointing. It's going to be a bit restful. This holiday is going to be a little bit less of a fight, more of a put down our burdens and move on. Get our Six of Cups here, and what we have is a good year ahead, a good holiday season coming up on us, as long as we can hang with family and not fight too much. Especially with that Ten of Swords here, we're going to be able to maybe start out a little sharp words, but it's not going to last long. It's going to come to an end for us quite abruptly, and then we can start anew, almost as fresh with the new year after the holidays as we would with our goals and our plans. We're going to do that with our relationships, and that's like a great start for January 1st. So something to look forward to. Definitely reset your head about the timelines we have for end of year and beginning of 2020. This is what this entire reading is trying to get you to. All right, everyone. Thanks for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate if the spirit moves you. And of course, if you want to book a personal reading or connect with me individually, email me at qclovers1111@gmail.com. And have a great November 15th, everyone.